Today I will be reacting to Joe Rogan when he interviews an MMA fighter why she has a hard time dating and finding a boyfriend. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, who is Anthony Spade, the link is in the description. All right, today I'm going to be reacting to the Joe Rogan show where he interviews a woman who's an MMA fighter who has a problem dating. All right, before we get into the video, I just got to go ahead and drop some jewels real quick for you guys. All right, one thing that men need to understand is the more active a woman is, the more testosterone she develops in her body, the more she starts to think like a man. When she starts to think like a man, she's going to take on an alpha trait. When she take on the alpha trait, then you're going to have the alpha versus the beta. That's what's happening in today's world. It used to mainly be alpha men, but in today's world, we have a lot of alpha women who are very dominant over these beta guys. So the strong is still leading the weak, even when the gender roles are switched. What do I mean? I mean that you have women out here who have gangs of nothing but guys in them. Look at the Venezuelan drug lord. Look how many men she had underneath her and was authorizing to have them put down at any moment. And this was just a little Spanish woman. And then you had another Spanish woman, part of the cartel, that was one of their biggest hitters. So understand, the ideology has been broken that women are supposed to be sensitive. What we have to do is we have to get a lot of these weak beta males who have been psychologically programmed into being weak, into being sensitive. We have to convert them back to how a man is supposed to feel. Men know how men are supposed to feel, but women don't know how a man is supposed to feel. So she forces her ideology onto him. But once the ideology has been forced into a woman, she'll never be the same again. Let's get to it.
Like as a woman, like the way you interact with men, as a world champion Muay Thai woman.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out.
You have to have a hard time with the men.
I do.
I bet you do.
I do.
It's hard out there for a pimp. It is, right?
So he was a great boyfriend, but we went out of country. We fought on the same card. He fought the day before me. I fought the next day. During the fight, he almost gets knocked out. As this guy is mauling him, he goes like this.
All right. Now you notice she's a fighter. He's a fighter. What does that mean? That means she acknowledges him as being alpha and tough. So she looks up to him, right? You have to understand, the more alpha a woman is, the more crazier the man has to be. But you notice they went overseas to go be in a tournament. And for her to just watch him hold his guard up and show fear, that's what she's saying. Everything was good until I actually saw him fight. And when he started to lose and he put his guard up, let's see what she says next.
This.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
Fuck no.
Did it turn you off?
Oh my God, so much.
Whoa.
I was like, dude, you're getting fucked up, and as you're falling to the canvas, you still need to go fuck you.
Wow.
You're like, fuck you, like that.
So the way he was
to
getting
be.
beaten was fucking with you.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that he was getting beaten.
I don't care. I don't care.
Away.
Yeah, I don't care if
he wasn't digging
you're not
in.
gonna. Yeah,
Right.
like you gotta fucking like take that shit.
Take it.
Right. That's exactly how fast she lost all the respect for him and started not to like him anymore because he started to lose the fight. He started showing signs of fear. He started showing signs of weakness. And this is a man that fought for a living, that did the same thing as her. So now you guys get to understand that you can actually see why women do not have a lot of respect for guys out there, because not too many guys are tougher than them that can maintain being tough. That's why when you go out and you act alpha and you go home and see a beta, like I said in my song Darkness, you're only setting yourself back because you're afraid to face reality. You have to be alpha inside. You have to be that lion inside. Trying to portray the role on the outside is only going to set you back. This is how a lot of gangsters end up dead. Putting out a persona of being tough. When real wolves can smell the weakness inside.
Good.
Yeah, like you know, like a champ or like a fighter.
Right.
Yeah, you can't be like,
wow.
That was, Sorry.
Was that the beginning of the end?
Yeah.
That was
and he was a great
first
boyfriend.
couple of nails.
He was great.
Tap, 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 tap.
Yes, it was.
Tap, tap, tap.
It was.
Maybe sometimes it's like that's the problem. It's like the balance. The ones who are not going to be great boyfriends are the ones that are going to turn you on because they're ruthless.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, you can see. He even just admitted it and she admitted it. That the guy that's going to turn her on are going to be the guy that's the ruthless, which is typically the guy that's not good for her. See, most of you guys, you're programmed to be the guy that a woman wants, right? Because that's what you've been told. A woman wants to be weak. A woman wants a man that's going to do this. A woman wants a man that's going to give her flowers. A woman wants a man that's sensitive, that you learned from your mom. She's taught you to be a man that a woman really doesn't want. A woman wants a man that she fears. The woman that doesn't want the man that she fears is the woman who gets no attention from men at all. The more active, prettier, dominant a woman becomes, the more dominant she wants her man to be, which is why you see a lot of women that may end up with guys who are not successful, but are very dominant in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And be like gentle. I was like, I don't.
Not well. I mean, I'm sure
like
some
salt,
men can.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Like kale chips. It's great.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't get it.
Some people can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, high as a world champion fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
You're
sometimes.
almost better off dating a guy who's like a Navy SEAL or something who can't fight.
Oh, there's
or
an
maybe
idea.
can fight, but he's not a fighter.
Yeah.
He doesn't. You know, he knows how to fight.
He's
but
a
not,
killer.
He's a killer.
Not
but
a fighter. Yeah.
He's not in there.
Mm-mm.
Fight. Maybe like you could relate more.
Yeah. Yeah.
The killer, not a fighter mindset is where Sigmas come in. All right? Us Sigmas, we're the guys that's dominant but have nothing to prove. The exact type of guy that Joe Rogan is describing right now that this woman is agreeing to. Right? If that makes any sense. That's why I tell you guys, women are not attracted to what you tell them. They are attracted to your behavior and how you act. Why? Because the rich guy, the poor guy, and the middle class guy all tell her the same thing. But the guy that doesn't tell her the same thing, there is no requirements for him because of his mindset. But you got to look good too. You got to have a little bit of money. I'm not going to say being broke and alpha is going to get the woman. It's not. It'll get you a woman. But it probably ain't going to get you the woman you want.
I always look at women who are fighters and I go, like they're limited in their dating pool.
Yeah.
Because girls who are fighters, they don't want to date someone who can't fight. The last thing a girl wants who's like a professional fighter.
Or if somebody was really smart. You know.
Yeah, but even if the guy's really smart.
Because then they, like, as long as they ace me somewhere, they have to be really You're like, no.
You could say that. You're trying to find a nice man. You're like, maybe I can compromise. No, you need a killer.
No, what bothered me about that was like, you're a fighter, but you're not being a fighter.
Right.
I'm just like,
you're not savage enough.
ugh.
Well, you're worried that if the shit hits the fan, that's what every woman is worried. If the shit hits the fan, how do you react? How do you react? And you don't really know until you see someone react when the shit hits the fan. And when you see the shit hitting the fan, you see them going, yikes, you're like, fuck, I can't count on you.
See, I think he would have been better outside of the fighting situation.
Joe Rogan is absolutely right in this situation. Now, you could go to his channel, and it's the Maranam Nikotomo interview with her, and you could watch the entire interview. Everything's about an hour and a half. I just took this little piece to elaborate on. But She's absolutely right. A woman always wants to feel like she is protected, no matter what. This is why the guy with the money can actually get the money, but that doesn't mean you're going to keep her. She will cheat on you with somebody that she feel like she could be protected. This is why Nicki Minaj ended up with her man. It's because her man was cuckoo in the head and she feared him. Now, I've made videos explaining this before, and I'm not telling you guys to run out here and be a macho. What I'm trying to tell you is women are stronger than what you think, but they're expecting you to be stronger than them and not being this beta male nice guy that she can push around, because she'll get desperate and become your girlfriend, but you're not really her boyfriend. You're just a slave. All right? Hopefully you guys are able to learn from this video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. And remember, if she ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. Hasta la vista.